Are you tired of your loved one always sliding down in bed? I'm Nurse Karen, and I've been a nurse for 30 years, and I own my own care home for the last 10 years. So I've been taking care of people, having to lift them up in bed. And I have found a few tricks that are going to help you save your back from the effort. So one of the things that I like to say is make sure that your loved one can be positioned so that maybe they could do it on their own. Don't assume that you need to do all the work. The first thing that I want to tell you is that when they have their head up in bed, you need to always have their feet up as well, because that actually creates a little bit of a divot and it keeps them from sliding down. It's a lot harder to slide down when the leg area of the bed is elevated a little bit to create that little pocket. So that's my first hint. Always have the feet up. Now, if they've slid down in bed and you need to pull them up, the first thing that you need to do is actually raise the feet of the bed all the way up as high as you can. And this is going to make getting them up in bed, back up, so much easier. Then put the head of the bed all the way down. And I guess I should have made myself slide down. All right. So now I've got my head all the way down and my legs are up in the air a little. And so now your body naturally wants to slide upward in bed, and they can grab onto the rails and help get themselves, have them put their feet on the bed and have them pull and push their way back up in bed. Nothing to it. And if you're doing the lifting, still the same thing is true. Have them help you and put the head of the bed down. The other trick that I always do is when I'm changing someone, changing their diaper, adult diaper, or changing the bed because it got wet underneath them, I always put the feet up as high as I can and put their head down low. Might not be all the way flat, but most of the way. And that helps people just naturally fall up in bed as they're rolling back and forth. And so I rarely ever need to actually lift people to get them up in bed. I hope those hints help you, because caregiving is a hard job and we need to work hard to not have to work so hard. If you have problems with people sliding down in bed and you found tricks to keep them up in bed, make sure you comment down below in the comments and tell me how you do it. The other thing that I have discovered is that some sheets are too slippery. And also those little slider pads that you can buy, those can be a little dangerous to leave underneath people because they're slippery, which makes it easy to pull them up, but it means they're also easy for them to slide down. So I don't leave those underneath people because I don't want to have to pull them back up in bed. So think about that. And satin pajamas, those are some of the worst things to have somebody wear in bed because they do slide down easier than if they're wearing something that's a little less slick. So those are my hints to help you as a caregiver. And if you would like my tips, make sure you comment tips down below and I will send you the tips that I've accumulated over the last 30 years to make caregiving easier. I look forward to seeing you in my next video.